Wine farmer Nick is at Albury Airport waiting for his girls.
If one or both of the girls didn't turn up, that'd be pretty bad.
Stephanie's plane is first to arrive and already there's chemistry in the air.
Hello.
How are you? When I saw him, I think I melted a little bit.
Nick's other date is 19-year-old model Christy. Her plane has just landed. But there's a shock in store. Christy's not on her flight.
When Christy didn't get off the plane, I immediately thought that she'd pulled the pin. Might be just the two of us.
That'd be nice.
Nick's worried Christy stood him up, but Stephanie doesn't seem too upset.
Just have to wait and see what happens, but it's definitely nice just the two of us.
Maybe she got cold feet. And Steph and I were standing there, kind of looking at each other, wondering what was going on. And then my phone rang. Hello, Nick speaking. Good, Christy, how are you?
Will this farmer be one girl down before the farm's days even begun?
I immediately thought that she'd pulled the pin.
Nick's getting a phone call that could make or break his search for love.
Hello, Nick speaking. Good, Christy, how are you? You're waiting for your plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you didn't get cold feet?
No. I got stuck in traffic.
No worries. Well, have fun at the airport. Good to hear that you're still going to come. I kind of asked her if she was having doubts about coming and staying, but she said there was no doubts. She's just basically stuffed up.
Christy's going to be half a day late.
Thank you.
And Stephanie's taking full advantage.
It wasn't in the plan at all, but I'm actually glad that it sort of has happened. It's nice to just be able to spend some time with Nick alone and get to know each other, just the two of us.
In the Victorian vineyards, wealthy wine farmer Nick is giving Stephanie a more refined introduction to farm life. Nick's other date, Christy, still hasn't arrived, leaving Stephanie alone with her Prince Charming.
So this is the old original winery building.
Oh, the castle. It all sounds very romantic, doesn't it? The castle and the man. It's almost like a fairy tale.
Cheers. Nice to finally have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Nick's vineyard is a world away from Stephanie's hometown of Torquay.
Definitely outgrown the local lads quite a while ago. I'm looking for someone a little bit more sophisticated and someone with direction in life. I think Nick could maybe be that person that you make.
Yeah, it is really easy to get to know Steph, I think. She's a really nice girl and she's good fun.
Sparks are flying, but Stephanie's not the only girl on Nick's mind. 19-year-old Christy is now just minutes away. Christy's a beauty queen and she's won a few local pageants. But what she wants most is to find true love.
My parents actually got married when my mum was 18. Ever since I was little, I always thought, you know, when I turned 18, you know, that I'd get married. Hi.
G'day, Christy. Finally made
Hello,
it.
finally. After all the delay. Hi, Steph.
How are you?
Christy realised that Stephanie and I had already had a fair bit of time together, so she was kind of on the back foot a little bit, I guess. We'll go inside and I'll show you around and we'll get changed and we'll...
I think Nick's a really sophisticated guy. Excellent, let's go. Maybe I'm a little bit smitten, I don't know. Aww. This for me?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet.
It's all right.
Thanks.
Nick's taking his girls out for a fancy meal.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I kind of wanted to show the girls one of the better restaurants around here and also at the same time see if they appreciate good food, I guess.
Tonight, fine dining isn't necessarily the recipe of love.
Yeah, it's a little awkward going on a date with 3 people. Sometimes you sort of sit there and feel like a bit of a third wheel.
Christy was Nick's top pick at the group date. But when she turned up late today, Nick and Stephanie found chemistry of their own. Now Christy's got a party trick that may just get her back in the game. So what's a well-to-do winemaker going to make of this?
I learned it off my waiter when I was on my cruise.
What was the cruise for?
It was my schoolies cruise,
This is interesting.
You've done this before?
just a couple of times, and it makes a chicken.
Christy's frozen chicken treat leaves Stephanie a little cold.
The fact that she's 19, I can't actually get over it. Seeing that Nick's nearly 28, it seems like such a big jump from what he was sort of asking for.
How cool is it?
Amazing.
But it hasn't put Nick off, and he's the one who counts.
Christy's definitely got potential. With a bit of maturation, she'll be a cracker, I think. A few minutes.
Nick's introducing his girls to the fine art of filling the wine barrels, the aim being to not spill a drop.
You're fired. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing so well. Oops, sorry.
Nick dreams of finding a girl he can share the family home with. His late father was devoted to the vineyard, so winemaking is in his blood.
It'd be great having each day here with someone that was enjoying it as much as I do.
But who will that special someone be? Stephanie
Maybe I could have left my boots on to walk through here.
or Christy?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
After the speed date and the races, Christy was my number one pick from the girls, so I wanted to have a chance to get to know her a bit better by herself. Do you want a wine?
Sure, thank you.
And what better way to start than with a nice glass of wine and some good conversation?
After about 5 minutes sitting down at the spot, I was thinking this is going to be the longest couple of hours. I was pretty close to jumping in the ute and doing a runner.
I'm getting good at this swirly thing. I haven't spilt any yet. There were some awkward moments today. He might think that I'm a little too young just because I've never been away from home before.
But that's not Nick's main concern. He's more worried her dreams of being a beauty queen means she wouldn't be the model farmer's wife.
What about your modelling stuff? What if that takes over your work?
If I get up to the Miss Australia level, it will become a full-time job in itself.
Yeah.
You actually go have lunch with the Queen, and you go have lunch with the President, or whatever he is, Prime Minister. Yeah, I knew it started with P. Yeah,
Sounds as though she's pretty keen on furthering her modelling career and Miss Australia thing, which had me a bit concerned, because if she spent more time here on the farm with me, there's not a great deal of modelling in Rutherglen.